In Toronto today, two young Maritimers crashed through a red and yellow paper finish line to set a new record for driving around the world. Gary Sowerby and Ken Langley arrived at the CN Tower just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. 74 hours, or days rather, 23 hours and 51 minutes after they set out from the same spot. The hard-driving pair beat the existing world record set by an American by more than 27 days. George Wolfe has more.
The home stretch, the last of more than 43,000 kilometers, more than the Earth's circumference at the equator. They set out from Toronto on September 6th and began a zigzag pattern that would make up for the distance that their car had been airshipped over water. In Australia, they spent 5 days on the worst roads in the world. Day 23, India, and a series of natural disasters. Pakistan, the friendliest reception of the trip. By the time they reached Europe, severe fatigue had set in, but on day 65, when they arrived in Houston, they got a second wind, and it was clear sailing back to Toronto. New world record, around the world by car in just under 75 days, 2 days ahead of schedule for navigator Ken Langley and driver Gary Sowerby.
What's the first thing you're going to do now that you're back?
The first thing, well, we're going to have a little rest, I guess. I think we'll probably party all weekend. We haven't partied much on the trip.
For their car, a bath in Canadian champagne. Red Cloud, as they nicknamed it, had made the trip without a major mechanical breakdown. Sowerby was more worried about his own body.
The worst part, I think, for me personally was sometimes to come to the realization that maybe the body wouldn't hold up. You know, we knew the car would hold up, but all of a sudden in your mind you're starting to think, I don't know if I can do it.
The worst part of the trip was India. At a news conference, Langley described rock slides, washed-out bridges, and more.
We ran into floods, and there was an earthquake in Bombay when we got there. Tremors. There were riots in Sambapur in central India, and there was a curfew on. We couldn't get through and had to take a back route through the jungle. Things like that. What else? A couple of times. I don't know.
The two arrived home with less than $1 in Canadian money in their pockets, but they hoped to make money on books and movies. And yes, they would do it again if somebody beat their record. George Wolfe, Global News, Toronto.